the size of it. I'm a freaking unicorn today. Hi, welcome back. In today's video I will be testing this foundation from The Ordinary, and it's called Coverage Foundation. And it says high coverage foundation formula, and this is the shade 2.0 YG light medium. I'm gonna go and do my eyes first, and then I'll come back and test this baby. Okay guys, so I've done the eyes and the eyebrows off camera, and now it's time to test this foundation. It looks, hopefully this is my correct shade, because if not, I'm not really good at choosing the shades. So it doesn't have a cap on, it just, you flick it, you just turn it on and off. So the primer I'm gonna use on this, on one side is the Pixie Skin Blurring Beauty Elixir from Barry M, and this is how it looks like. So I'm gonna do this side without, sorry, with the primer. So I want to see if there's any difference, if it's more long lasting with the primer or with this primer, or if it's more smoothing, or if there's any difference at all. And I'm also really curious about covering this horn. Okay, so I left the primer dry a little bit, and now let's go back in the foundation. I'm gonna use 2 pumps for the moment, and I'm gonna use my beauty sponge for both of the sides. I think I'm gonna start first with the side without the primer. I'm really curious how full coverage. It's quite a full coverage, not mad. And even the shade, I'm not mad at it. It's a warm type of shade, but yeah, it does spread a lot easier. So I have 2 pumps, as you see, and already covered like half of my face, which usually doesn't happen. I usually use in a foundation like 4 pumps, but we will see. So yeah, it definitely has coverage, and it doesn't dry out really quickly. It seems comfortable on the skin. It doesn't feel drying or greasy. It feels lightweight, by the way. So yeah, I'm not mad. Okay, so moving on the other side, where is the primer? I think I already used like 1.5 pumps on the other side, so probably I just need another one. This is my 3rd pump now. Okay, so this is how the foundation looks like. This was just 1 layer, so I used like 3 pumps, and it did cover this, but not completely, as you can see. On the face, it feels, I think I can compare it with the Infallible foundation. It feels lightweight, it doesn't feel cakey. At the moment, it has a bit of a dewiness. It's not completely dry, but I'm gonna go and finish the rest of my face. Okay guys, so before I move on to the powder, I wanted to show you how well actually it performed with my concealer. And I used my Revlon, my always trusted concealer, Revlon Coloustay in the shade Light. And you can see there's no creases, nothing. I mean, it blended so well together. They don't separate, nothing. I mean, you can see it's quite flawless. It did oxidize a bit, but not in a huge way. And it does transfer a bit now that it's not set with powder. After I'm gonna set it with powder, I'm really curious if it's still gonna be, if it's gonna transfer or not. So I'm gonna go now and finish the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. This is the finished look. I wanted to go a bit extra today. As you can see, I have like a blue eyeliner, and then I've done the inner corners. So I have this foundation already for about half an hour, and it doesn't seem to transfer. It's alright. This is up close. doesn't look cakey or anything. So I also forgot to mention that this has 30 ml, so the standard, you know, what a foundation has. It performed really well after I powder, so as I said, doesn't seem to transfer. I've used my Revolution powder, and the rest of the products I used on my face. I'm just gonna link it down below. So I'm just gonna take a closer look. On the cheeks, it's absolutely fine. On the forehead, just a little bit. Around my nose, it separates, but every single foundation around that area just separates on me. If there's any difference between, this is the prime side, I don't see any difference, to be honest. It doesn't seem more smooth, or both sides with or without the primer performed perfectly. So I'm gonna do a wear test, and I'm gonna be back in a few hours. So at the moment it's 10 past 3 o'clock, as you can see, guys. Sorry, I can't show you on the phone because I'm filming with the phone. So yeah, it's 10 past 3, and then I will be back in a few hours to check how this looks on my face. Okay guys, so I'm back. It's literally 10:30. My husband just borrowed his phone. I can show you the time. I think this foundation still looks really well. I mean, it's just around my nose. It's a bit it's just a bit separated, that's it. But on the rest of the face, it still looks really nice. I mean, here on the forehead, it's transferring just a bit, so probably this is not the best foundation to actually wear it with a mask, but just as a normal day, if you don't wear a mask, it's just, yeah, performs alright. So yeah, just a bit around my nose, but just a little bit, not a crazy thing. And here, where usually my chin rubs off, still stays on. But yeah, on the forehead it's still alright, and especially the cheeks, feels hydrated and everything. It's not greasy or anything, it's not oily, it's just, it feels hydrated. But yeah, I'm happy with this one, to be honest. So now it's not a long wear, it's just a normal foundation. And I also forgot to mention, this is a plastic bottle, is not glass. So, and it's really lightweight as well. So I think it's a great foundation. Okay guys, so just tell me, have you ever tried this foundation? I mean, I'm really curious how this performs on different skin types, because mine is combination and sometimes it's really oily, and even now for a week, or actually 2 weeks, it just has its ups and downs. Sometimes it's still greasy and or oily, or sometimes it's between, it's combination. But I never had normal skin or dry skin, so for my skin type this is quite good. So yeah, okay guys, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for a new video every week. I'll see you next time. Bye.